Hey Virgo, this is your April 2024 reading using the tarot. Your personal life looks like it's been thriving. This could be the dating realm you find yourself in. It could be love and romance. It could be your friendships. But the Ace of Cups is all down to basically you. That gorgeous energy that you've been growing around you. The self-acceptance, the love, it's all spilling out now and it's ready to find its energetic match. This card, Ace of Cups, is coming through for late March. Maybe it was around the eclipse on the 25th of March. Maybe somebody came into your life. Maybe you have met somebody that you're really vibing with. Of course, that could be a friend. It could be somebody you are attracted to. Maybe you've been with somebody for a significant amount of time or a short time and you can just feel that love deepening and this relationship is becoming more and more important to you. Maybe that's not what you're interested in at all and it's about this self-love and growing harmony and growing beauty around you. I feel like you've found yourself in a gorgeous space lately, designing, cultivating, preparing, planning, seeing things grow, healing in your emotional world too. In the month of April, the 10 of Wands is coming through, so there is something that you're bringing to completion this month. This might be a project or something at work. It could be something around the house or it could be a personal goal, but it's been in the works for quite a while now. And you'll probably know what this is. It's coming to fruition, you're going to be sending it out, you're going to be submitting this body of work, this effort. You've spent your time, your focus, your resources on this goal, on this mission, and it's really going to be brought to completion. And there is something else that awaits you this month. The Page of Wands. For some of you, you're going to know what this new experience is. Is it a trip that you have planned? Is it somebody that you're due to meet? Is it an idea that you've been working with for a while now but haven't spoken it out into existence yet? For others, this new experience and fresh energy of the Page of Wands coming through, possibly from around the 20th of April onwards with that Uranus-Jupiter conjunction happening in the sign of Taurus. Possibly this will be something that you're not expecting, you know, somebody coming into your life, somebody dropping something on your desk, somebody getting you set up and started on a new agenda that's underway. Let's pull more tarot cards in just a moment to clear up these messages, and I want to look at an oracle card for you also. Something is growing, something is really being cultivated in a beautiful way. I have the tree here coming through. A lot of life around you, a lot of beauty, preparedness, growth, fertility and abundance. That's all coming through too. I feel like you're spending a lot of time in nature or in a gorgeous space. So this is the card called Chaos. So when I see chaos, I think of any of the mutable signs, your mutable earth. So I see an agent of change and I see, well, I've just actually opened, this could be my bibliomancy coming through, the garden actually. I just opened the page on the garden. And as I was talking about growth and fertility for you, I actually kept thinking of a garden. So I really feel like I must read a little bit about what that says on the garden before moving to chaos, if you don't mind, because it's genuinely what I felt so called towards archetypally. Intention, growth, expansion, care, attention, patience, and planning. So this basically just speaks to something that you're nurturing, planting, and it's being nurtured to grow and bear fruit. The rich soil is your purpose, passion, and intention, and the sunlight is your love. The water is your attention and tending to its needs. So if we know anything about aces in tarot, we know that they are not the absolute promise or guarantee. They're more so like the potential. And when it speaks to the rich soil, the Ace of Cups suggests that the soil that you have been, well, what's all around you, it's you, really, yourself. That is so rich with the potential for what? The cup energy, love, connection, creative self-expression, joy. And I feel like that's really asking you now to continue to enrich that and wait and see what happens. Something is really growing there. Okay, I'm going to move on to the chaos card, but I'm just really thrilled that that came up the way it did. XXX1X. Here we go. Bear with me. Oh, I'm terrible at reading Roman numerals. Oh my goodness, Virgo. So as of like today, I'm 40 weeks pregnant. So the logical word linguistic ability is not coming through. The downloads and inspiration and intuition are, but transmuting it into logic, that's a skill I'm missing for now. Maybe always, but particularly now. So bear with me. Chaos, confusion, yeah. Discord, disharmony, unbalanced, messiness, unexpected outcome, and overwhelm. I have to be honest with you, Virgo, I'm really feeling the garden energy so much more for you, which was all about harmony, balance, tending, intention, planning. And I feel like this chaos energy, it may apply to how you're feeling right now, and it may apply to this eclipse season, but I actually am picking up on this being an energy that is past you now, that you have come through. Let's hear about it. Chaos appears to remind us of our abilities to be steadfast in ourselves. While in the throes of chaos and overwhelm, we must restore order in the places we have control over. With that, we can regain a sense of stability within ourselves, which allows us to successfully navigate outside chaos and begin to settle internal chaos. So this is just talking about the recent times, I think, where things haven't been going your way, where things have been feeling out of control. Usually this is brought on by something in the external world, and we're feeling too busy, we're feeling torn between kind of like the imbalance of life. This also says that it is important to reevaluate our priorities. If we don't make time for things that are most important to us, it will cause problems and more problems, plus more overwhelm. Okay, so that's like this feeling like I don't have time, I'm all over the place. And I really feel like the Ace of Cups is here to tell me that recently you've been able to find harmony within yourself. And this month in April, the 10 of Wands is not chaos. The 10 of Wands is order. And it suggests that you are working towards the completion of a long-term goal, and it's going to be very satisfying for you. So the chaos energy could be something that you are shedding and leaving behind, especially towards the end of March with the lunar eclipse, full moon, closing down lunation in the sign of Libra. This would suggest that particularly you have been able to move past a period of chaos. Let's look deeper into the Ace of Cups for you. For some of you, you've met somebody special recently. For some of you, you've been interested in meeting many people, in socializing and dating and networking. For others, you have learned to be more conscious and aware in your current relationship. The Queen of Swords is coming through, and the Queen of Wands is coming through. So this feminine energy of the Queen and the Sun at the bottom of the deck, this is very much about breathing life into something special lately, putting your stamp on it, putting your ideas and your vision to the forefront, Queen of Swords. Perhaps dealing with a Libra or an Aries lately. The eclipses are in Libra and in Aries at this time, between the 25th of March, Libra, and the 8th of April, Aries eclipse. So it could be that from those date ranges, in and around approximately, you're going to be meeting somebody that is very meaningful, or you are interested in getting to know someone better. For those of you in a relationship, you are going to celebrate something with your person, make a more noticeable, devoted act towards each other. For some of you, you're going to be celebrating with other women in your life, sisters, friends, any clubs or societies you're part of in that date range. The queens are about growth, fertility and abundance. So some of you are just getting a windfall of something that's owed to you. You deserve it. You want to keep your arms wide open for this because it's coming to you because you've aligned your heart space. The Ace of Cups is the heart chakra with love, and how we block our heart chakra is with grief. So perhaps there has been a lot of growth through the process of grieving something. And we talk about vibes, vibration. It's legit though, right? Because everything is energy. That's legit. When energy vibrates at a certain frequency, it emanates that frequency and it matches that common frequency. If you ever see like a tuning fork, or I have a sound bowl here, that will be a sound emanating a frequency, and it will only respond to the similar frequency, so it will make the other tuning fork sound or ring as well, but it won't resonate. It's about resonance. That sound will only match the identical sound frequency. It won't resonate on the physical or sound vibrational wave with something else. So you're attracting exactly what you put out at the moment. And this has been working very well for you because your energy is amazing. It's unmatched. And it's creating so much abundance for you. I think you're planning something, Virgo. I think there's a lot of preparation going on under the surface right now. And I feel like that's what that garden that came into my mind, and then I opened the page on the garden, like that's all about cultivation, and it's about preparing, sure, and you know, growth is just around the corner. The queens, like I said, represent abundance and growth. So there's something very, very careful and meticulous happening under the surface. Other than that, you're throwing parties, Queen of Wands, you're socializing, you're magnetic, you're attractive, you're desirable at the moment. And you're walking into April very confident, very self-assured. And you've got a particular goal to reach this month. It's really close. You're at the finish line. It's just about getting that over the last few final stages, and you're done. And your hard work and effort is going to pay off. So let's have a look into the Ten of Wands. What more needs to be done? Virgo, you're mutable. You are the cherry on top. So you're going to just be adding the final finishing touches to this. And what's after that, right? Because although the solar eclipse, solar eclipse new moon on April 8th in Aries, we always hear about solar eclipses having more of a initiation or a beginning quality. But I personally have never been an astrologer to strictly subscribe to that binary code of lunar eclipses ending, solar eclipses beginning. To me, the spectrum of beginning and ending is a very similar frequency. So although something is ending around that beginning portal of the new moon, there is just about that spaciousness. Maybe we talked about this in your March reading. Six of Wands, by the way, success, victory, homecoming, visibility, applause, popularity. We talked about that spaciousness in the March 2024 reading. I'll link it below. You're creating space for something big. Do you know what that is yet? Something's happening here. The Magician, the Creator, and the Manifester. You're up to something, whether you even know it fully or not. You know what you want, and the journey right now from even March into April is about making that room for it. So something has to be brought to its closing down, and it's a big deal for you. Like I said, 10 of Wands, it's not too hard anymore. There have been times this has been very hard. A lot of the times we see the 10 of Wands and it's somebody with 10 wands in front of their face in a very awkward position, and they're walking uphill. So it's difficult, it's cumbersome, it's not the best way to do it, and it's gonna break their back. The 10 of Wands here, like this person has figured out a really nifty way to hold all these wands, evenly disperse the energy. That talks about, I suppose to me, that talks about the intention, like the the spacing out, the delegation, the carefulness, and like the consideration of this effort. Like, you've really gone about this in a really strategic, yes, but like mindful and like purposeful way. So you're really close to finishing off a project, like I said, or getting this goal over the edge, maybe. I mean, the Six of Wands, to me, some of this will be something to do about a home ownership, where you live. Some of it is going to be about like getting the recognition, because this is very much associated with like a victory lap or an round of applause. So for some of you, it'll be about what you're presenting to the world will be validated, will be victorious. Six of Wands. So it's like very much about like a welcome home. Well done, Virgo, you know, and there is that external validation that's coming tied into this effort of yours. Even if it's small, even if it's one person, but the validation you need, or that is owed to you, is coming with this completion. The Magician card speaks to what it is that you are initiating. It's number 1, so it is quite new energy. Again, I think I might be dead wrong here, but I think the Magician card might have come up in your March reading. Might be not right on that, but anyway, that's the kind of initiation, having the tools, having the skills, having the ability and talent to do what you're doing. And a lot of this could actually be about strength too, like the physical body, endurance, going the distance. So we're thinking about like health and well-being and physical endurance. So some of you are really focused on that area as well. But basically you have what it takes, the savvy, the ability, and you're going to make this happen for yourself. The Page of Wands. For some of you, I feel like there is somebody coming into your life that, you know, this is particularly if you're single, and if you're looking, or if you are a person that's looking for a business partnership, or you're just like trying to expand your social circle, or you're trying to invite the spaciousness basically you've been creating is to invite somebody in who is like a person rather than a thing or an item or a material object. It's more about like an ally or a partner or somebody else, right, that's going to come in and join your team. I just have a little caution. I'm feeling like you shouldn't be playing. This person should never make you feel like they're doing you a favor with their energy, you know, that's what I'm hearing. And that may not be the case at all, but just be mindful of how they treat this energy exchange. Like, you know, you're not lucky in a sense, Virgo, that this person is coming in. So that's all I'm thinking. Okay, let's pull some cards to see what this Page of Wands character looks like. And the Page of Wands isn't always a person. Quite often it's an experience, but it's fresh and it's new and it's part of like the vision that you have for yourself. I have the Three of Swords and the Three of Cups. I have the Strength card here too. I want to pull the Strength card because it speaks to the endurance that you're going to need to continue to have. Even though a big cycle is now implemented in your life of overcoming, completion, satisfaction, gains, the result of your hard work and effort. Something tells me that because the Magician card is about something that is going to also initiate for you in April, a vision, a new idea, a download, the new source of your latest inspiration or creative impulse. The Strength card, actually, I kind of thought about the Strength card too, so I'm happy to see it. It's very much about needing to continue to find that inner strength that you've been utilizing. That's going to be something that you're going to be continuing with, okay? The Three of Swords and the Three of Cups. So there's like a feeling of, I suppose, with the threes, you know, the queens are threes, so these two threes here at the top of the reading, and then as we end we've got two more. There is so much growth happening all around you. So much so that some of the end of the month has this quality of like a whirlwind, twister, like very much caught up in hot energy, blowing air, sort of like a stormy quality. And it could be other people that are, oh, that's the chaos signature. That's exactly what it is, isn't it? I'm going to look into that a little deeper. It is the so if you're like, no, things are not chaotic, things are super, there's the garden again, things are super intentional and careful, maybe the chaos is yet to come. Okay, so maybe I kind of bypassed that a little bit too soon, because the Three of Swords, to me, that's chaos energy. Chaos can show up in outside circumstances with things that are out of our control and not going the way we want. And inside, when our thoughts, emotions, spirit, and body are in disarray. Both of these can cause a feeling of overwhelm from outside, and that will cause that to sort of mirror inside, vice versa, right? Interesting. So the internal chaos would be like intrusive thoughts, and external chaos would be just things that are growing legs and we can't get a hold of. So this asks you then to keep ourselves healthy, clean your space, your kitchen, your room, take time to put something you feel confident in, and look your best. These are usually the first things to go when influenced by outside stress. But by tending to these things, they bring us back a sense of order and control over the things we can control, which is vital to navigate difficult times. Remember, when things outside of our control or are in disorder, we ourselves must be the order in our lives. That could come up towards the end of the month. On the 20th of April, Jupiter and Uranus will align in the sign of Taurus. That's going to be happening in the Taurus part of your chart, of course. If you're not sure where that is, just drop me your rising sign in a comment. I'd be happy to help you navigate that. And that's the area of life where this conjunction is happening. And this conjunction is going to be limitless. Uranus, though, can be chaotic, very unpredictable, can be unsettling, but ultimately very liberating, very progressive, and very paradigm shifting. It will change things up in your life. It will break the chains that bind you, be those physical, mental, emotional, relationship binds that tie. Wherever you're feeling on a soul level the least liberation, that's where Uranus acts as an agent of chaos. But Jupiter is very expansive, lucky, and optimistic, so it is going to bring with it this boundless energy and buoyancy too. So it's nothing to fear. Change is good, but people that are entering your life are very unpredictable, a little chaotic, a little all over the place. And they may come into more focus towards the end of the month. I mean, partying and this Three of Cups, I believe, did come up in your last reading, and just being very social, very active, taking excursions, seeing different places, different people. The Page of Wands speaks to very diverse people in our life. They're not like us. They're here to expand our consciousness and our awareness and teach us something. They're here to help us have fun. The Three of Swords, that's the chaos energy that's coming up, where at the end of the month you may feel like something is a little out of control for you, but things have been so orderly, right? It had to have been super orderly for you to achieve this Ten of Wands long-term mission, discipline, commitment, tried and true, sticking to the same practice. Maybe it's time for a little bit of a shake-up, Virgo, and to embrace that chaotic energy. All mutable signs can embrace chaos. You can do this. You know how to do this. It's actually kind of fun and inspiring at times. The Strength card is just the reminder to stay in control. Strength card, dominating in a sense over what is important to you, be that like a fundamental, non-negotiable, my health, my well-being, my diet, my routine. That could be something where you're going to be able to like have a nice balance, the order chaos balance towards the end of the month. All right, I wonder who this person, this agent of change, or this fun character that's either been in your life for a little bit or will be coming in is going to be. I'll talk to you soon. Consider subscribing, liking, sharing, whatever it is that you'd like to do to show support, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.